Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Mulan is going to bomb. Maybe. Who knows? I'm framing this video as I think it's probably going to. And the reason, of course, is Corona. Apparently you can't say the word on YouTube or you get demonetized. Unbelievable. That's YouTube censorship for you to the bizarrest extreme. But Mulan has been... It's primarily focused on the Chinese market, right? That's what this movie is for. That's who this movie is for. Yes, it will appeal to Western viewers and audiences and things like that, but primarily it's actually for the Chinese market. It's Disney's gateway into that market, more so than the alternate ending of various Iron Man movies and things like that, which is a thing. They literally filmed specific Chinese market endings, which is madness. But I think this movie's going to bomb. Now, there are a lot of articles coming out saying, Disney remains committed to Mulan global release even if Chinese film biz stays closed. This movie is releasing this month. Now, it's important to compare this movie to No Time to Die, which I'm going to do a video on anyway, because they've pushed No Time to Die back until November due to Corona. So, No Time to Die was due to release in April. Now, whatever you think of what's happening with this Corona stuff, that's kind of besides the point. It absolutely is impacting large gatherings of people. Now, you personally can do whatever you want, in support or against, whatever you believe and such forth. But it is going to impact theatres. This summer could actually be one of the worst we're going to see. And I will probably do another video just separately to discuss that. But I think we're going to look at one of the very worst financial years for Hollywood, which will be hugely impactful because the last few years for Hollywood haven't been very good. For some studios like Disney, they've been great, but for some studios, it's been really, really bad. Now, this movie has to make a lot of money. Why? Well, the movie had essentially a budget of about $200+ million, right? Not a small amount, is it? It's not a small amount. Now, obviously, this one was released over in February, so February 7th, so a little while ago now. And this article states that the final trailer for Disney's Mulan was one of the highlights of the weekend's Super Bowl. So that was obviously for the Super Bowl. It was fast-moving, spectacular, and seemingly well-received by fans on social media. It was also a reaffirmation of the studio's commitment to releasing the family blockbuster in late March. The film faces an unexpected headwind in one of the key markets, China. There's a dangerous, obviously, Corona's there, okay? So we need to skirt around that for YouTube censorship purposes. Now it says it would be disappointing for Disney if China cannot be part of the film's synchronized global launch. Wrong. Not just disappointing, catastrophic. Catastrophic. That's what it will be for Disney. It will literally be catastrophic. It's not a small thing. This could really bomb the movie. And I'm not saying it needs to bomb. That's not what this is. This is just an analysis of the market. But it will be catastrophic. It says, but the studio faces an unenviable choice. Leave the China release to a later date or delay the entire global campaign, right? Until a time when the Wuhan Corona has died down. Not only is it currently unclear when that might be, which is getting worse. There's loads in the UK at the moment. Actually, just up the road from me, there have been confirmed cases. So if I suddenly disappear, I'm probably dead. Marketing, the promotional campaign would also have to be restarted. That's the other thing. They've already started the marketing campaign. Now, the problem is when you delay a movie, you have to kickstart, again, people's hype for the product, right? Standard release is 6 months. That's when we start to see marketing ramp up. It's normally about a 6-month release. Now, if they delay it even further, they're going to want to reinvigorate just the trailers and the hype for the film in the public eye. So that's money. Again, which has to be respent. There's more and more money going there. Now, it says that that would be an unwelcome additional expense, like I've just said, on top of what may well be the most costly non-franchise movie of all time. Mulan has a production budget of 200 million. I think it's actually a little bit more than that, to be fair. Now, it says a significant portion of that may have been spent giving Mulan the best shot at working in China, the world's second largest theatrical market, with the box office last year exceeding 9 billion. And that's the thing, ladies and gents. When I said from the outset, it's catastrophic if this doesn't do well in China, I mean it. This is for China. It's not for the Western world. This movie's for China, okay? Absolutely it is. That's why Disney did not speak out when the lead actress, Mulan herself, spoke out against the Hong Kong protesters, okay? And again, I'm not saying whether I am for or against anything like that. It's just a fact. Disney have, bang, see you later to many, many people in the past, but they said nothing when she spoke out and caused a huge controversy with respect to the Hong Kong protesters. So you can kind of think what you like and stuff like that, but it's very much just clear as day there. This movie is for China. Now, it continues and says even further, now, based on a well-known Chinese property, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is all pegging the notion that it wasn't going to be delayed or any such forth. Yep, it has now been postponed. So, Disney postpones the release of Mulan in China over Corona. Okay, now, it was supposed to release around the end of March. March 27th is where it's releasing everywhere else, right? And it's still releasing everywhere else as far as I can see, which is still going to be damaging because people are still boycotting areas. There you go. So without a unified release. Now, a lot of people say comments on January and February being really, really bad for movies. And they are. But part of why they're terrible for movies is they don't get unified releases. A lot of the movies just don't get unified releases. Why? No idea. Because they don't have confidence in them. So they don't pay or wait for a unified release in the markets where they can. There's many, many properties around January and February which show that. A lot of movies released in the States long before they're released in the UK. And by the time they come out in the UK, a lot of people are not interested because they've heard all the buzz from the US guys online. That's part of what I do here on the channel. Now, okay, the fact that it has been delayed, right? Now, the problem is, like I say, it's still everywhere else and you're still releasing it. This will impact this movie massively, absolutely hugely. Now, there's other articles here. Okay, oh, goddamn, bloody hell. Take the survey, no thanks. Now it says, Corona may cost Disney's Mulan remake millions. No, it will. It will cost it millions. It absolutely will. So it's been postponed in China, like I say. Okay, and actually, it's until further notice. So it's not even that they've got a release date. They've just said it's not coming out. It will come out eventually. Wow. And again, I firmly believe, I firmly believe this will probably be one of the worst profitable summers. It's not even going to be profitable. It will really hinder the Hollywood productions this year. It's going to absolutely smash it. Really, really going to smash the numbers down. And not only that, I think the part of that which is so alarming is that the studios, being so reactionary as they are, will they see it as that the products they're putting out are bad, or will they just put it down to, you know, infections and things like that? You just don't know with these people because they are idiots. But like I say, literally until further notice. And it says the country has closed nearly 70,000 cinemas, with plans to keep them closed until at least April. Now it says the budget for Mulan exceeds 200 million. Yes, the production budget for this is 200 million plus. Okay, the marketing budget, guess what? It'll be about the same. Why? Because they spent a lot of money in a lot of lucrative places. One being, I believe, the Super Bowl. How expensive is that? Google it. It's a lot of money they spend on these trailers, and they've had long trailers, a lot of them as well. Not only that. It's the budget on this is going to be the production budget again exceeds 200 million. It's a beautiful looking film. They would have spent so much money making this, and it's going to smash it to pieces. Now it says China can represent a huge percentage of the film's international and global box office revenue, so this is going to have an impact on when the movie is slated and things like that. It absolutely will. Corona could actually force Disney's Mulan out of China entirely. This is the problem we're going to be seeing, right? This is the problem we're going to be seeing. Because it's going to be everywhere else, people will see it, and it'll get wind back in. I've just knocked over a mic. It will get wind back to China, and they're going to know the story and things like that. So it removes the hype. Then also, are they going to spend more money marketing it moving forwards? We just don't know. Now it says obviously the Magic Kingdom estimated to be losing a combined $280 million per quarter due to the closure of its Shanghai and Hong Kong theme parks. So we've got that to deal with. And then the whole Mulan thing. And again, like I say, it is a Chinese film. It's a film for the Chinese market. Yeah, it's madness. It is absolutely madness. So anyway, what do you guys think? And it's interesting because, again, this comes off the back end of James Bond No Time to Die being delayed. Now, they've said, well look, it was going to release in April. We're just going to release it in November. Instead, we think that's when it will be good again. No worries, there you go. It also comes off the back end of people petitioning it, but I'm probably going to do a video separate on that if you want to see it anyway. But yeah, this could be one of the worst years for films. Unfortunately, there's not an awful lot coming out this year either, so could this be good or bad? Who knows? But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you're new here, hit subscribe. I'm going to end this video here. Do follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. H Reviews. But thank you so much for watching. I've been Mr. H. Take care.